Good morning, YouTube. What's going on, Mike? I'm a little bit early, but I was getting a little bit loopy, so I guess maybe if I get on and start talking, it'll wake me up. Um, I pulled over to take a nap, and I was like, well, let me make sure I'm in the right time zone so I don't screw that up. So I had to Google it. What time zone am I in? And then I realized I'm in the Eastern, but I wanted to make sure. And it was just these early morning. I have to do it because the finding the parking is a pain in the behind. So I have to do the early morning to get out here, but it's rough on the body. And it gets frustrating sometimes. But like I said, I had pulled over. I was going to take like an hour nap, and I didn't want to go in the back, so I just sat in the driver's seat, and all I did was surf on the internet like a dummy. I said, well, let me get going. I'll probably cut it a little short, because I know, I know we'll run out of steam. Let me talk about something that's frustrating, and I hope I can be an encouragement because it can get depressing. But YouTube ganked me for about like 30. That's about 30 or 40 hours this weekend. I mean, cause it was like, bam, I had one, cause I check my hours daily. Bam, I had 14. Bam, I had this. Bam, I had that. Bam, I was pumping it. And then it just snatched it all away from me. And, it's frustrating because, I want to be like, hey, watch my watch time hours and do, watch my playlist and, but then Miss V says if you do that, you get on the wrong algorithm, they'll snatch your channel from you. So I'm not trying to do that either. But boy, it's frustrating. And you want to get that boost, but then okay, you push me over the top, then I can't make no money because nobody's coming anyway. So you gotta I not you, I'm talking about me. I gotta find um different aspects. I got to get back on the ball, and it's frustrating. It's because, hey, Mike, I did one of yours. I was like, man, I took all the time to make this video, and nobody's watching, and you guys, this sucks. Yeah, that's what happened this weekend. I'm trying to, redo my, not redo, but trying to get back to doing my backyard. What I did this weekend on that video was the same thing I did, I believe last year. No, it was about a year and a half ago. But the mulch was more leaves than anything, and it was rough. I couldn't, I did the mulch down. Then I paid $200 for this a load of dirt full of rocks and pipes, and I mean, it had all kind of crap in it. And then, I had some horse manure. I was going to go by there today, but the lady said if it's too wet for her skid steer, I don't think I need to take my truck back there. To because what you got to do is you got to man. I was going to pay her the 10 or 20 bucks to give me a scoop of horse manure, and then I was going to spread that out. But if it's too wet, I don't want to go back there and get stuck. It's not going to make my morning. So I'm gonna send her a text. Says I'll wait till it dries out a little bit more and then hit her back up because it's always free. But uh, I wanted to do that, and again, I'm fixing 30 years worth of erosion and whatnot, and it's hard because I don't have the money to get 4 or 5 truckloads of real Georgia clay, real dirt. I don't have that. I don't have that money. And then I would need a skid steer to do it. I can barely do 1 truckload. When it was the dirt, it took me 4 days. When it was the mulch, it took me 2 days. The wife got mad at me because I like to when I start doing, I like to drink, and she starts having flashbacks from her first marriage. She can't stand it when someone slurs their vision. But I'm not touching you. I'm not beating on you. I'm not drinking and driving. I'm not partying. I'm not womanizing. I'm throwing mulch around, but I'm still the fucked up individual. That's frustrating. I'm just throwing mulch around. I'm having a couple of drinks, and that's it. But like today, I'm not touching nothing. I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna get about a. I gotta watch my money because I'm just blowing money. YouTube ain't free, and doing this ain't free. But I'm gonna get about $20, which is a scoop from a skid steer, and I'm gonna throw that down there, spread that out over some more of the wood, and wait till it dries and get the hey, good morning, Stilly, and get the horse manure. That if I can get that horse manure on top of that mulch, oh man, I know it's gonna break it down, and it doesn't stink. It's been there a while. They ain't got nowhere to put it. Um, if I can get that on there, I know that's gonna really break it down really good. But you know, I'm just tired. I wish I had every weekend off that I could do more. I overdo it when I go home. I do. I overdo it. But today I'm not. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get just that $20, and I'm gonna clean up my side of the bedroom. Um, get all the dirty clothes because neither one of us likes. Let's it pile up till there's dirty clothes everywhere. And I'm not gonna drink. I'm just gonna fold up all that stuff, and then I'm gonna sit down and work on getting those really small um, QR codes. I'm gonna do a few. I'm not gonna go do for the ducks. I got the ducks back, and I got the ducks in. So if you guys want, hit me up on my email. If you can send me a QR code, um, I because this is just gonna be a test run. It's gonna be a test run. I'm gonna see if I can print them out really small and put them on. These ducks come with tags, and I'm gonna ask them. This duck was sponsored by, Mike's Chaotic Garden. If you don't, when you get back to the shore, please check out his channel. You know, I was thinking about my wife suggested, hey, tape a quarter under it. You know, I'll see because I got till June to really put them all together, and I'm gonna see if that's enough ducks or whatever, and that's gonna be a part of my membership. But I want to check it out and then have them say, let them know that you found their duck. So when y'all tell me, hey, they found my duck, they found the duck, that'll say, hey, It's another way of spreading out and telling people about your channel. Also, what I'm going to do is some of my channel pictures. I'm gonna go to Walmart and print them out, maybe 8 by 10 or something like that, and then think about having them laminated. So when I put on when I do my doors, because I'm not stopping. I'm not going to stop cruising. When I put them on my doors, they'll be laminated so I can take them down and reuse them again. And then, my members, I have smaller ones and smaller QR codes and put you guys on my door. So when people walk by, if they want to, they can check it out. These are little things I'm trying to figure out something different. I hope nobody tries to steal my idea, but they will because I'm talking about it. But I'm trying to do something different to help build you guys' channel and also build mine in the process. Uh, but I'm trying to not be discouraged. That's the hard part. Getting over that hump is a pain in the behind. One day it tells you you got this amount, and then the hours get pulled away. And I appreciate other people's channel. They let me come up and share their hours, but I don't want to do that all the time. You know, I don't want to do that all the time. I want to make this. I want to make it work. But when you do that, you got to flip up to see what people want to see, and that's the hard part. I guess throwing mulch around was boring. I preached about it. I say, hey, you can't be boring, and guess what? I guess I was boring. So we're gonna try something different, try something new, um, and I'm gonna work on my camera that I got for Christmas, because the videos that I did with it, man, you 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 would get dizzy even sitting down watching that video. It was all over the place, but that part of it I got to keep working it, keep trying, keep doing whatever. Also, I got to wean off of these monster drinks. It's $5 a day, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's $35 a week. I got to meet. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna go by Walmart and give me the $18 Keurig coffee, the coffee maker, and then just start, hey, have me a cup of coffee and just deal with it. When I get tired, pull over, take a nap. Because I need to start saving money again. I'm blowing, and it's not good. This dedicated route, I'm getting a little less, about 500 miles less, which I need, but I get to go home more often. Like I'm going home right now, but I'm going home to drama, arguing with the wife, and it's stupid. You guys don't realize um, the decibel levels of driving in a truck. It's really loud. So sometimes I can't hear you. And I got frustrated, so I can't hear you. Now you're yelling at me. And all I was saying was I couldn't hear you. These things get frustrating. So I know I got to check myself, give me some more rest, start eating. No, I'm eating better, but I think I'm trying to figure when did I cheat? I had some popcorn. I know I'm trying to get this low carb, try to get out of that situation. But we're working on it. I don't know if you guys seen it, but brick to the face lady. I did a video on that, and boy, there was so many people. You gotta protect our black women. Our black women, you need to protect them, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. You have to be by our side, and you have to do whatever. Well, it turns out this freaking idiot was a con woman. And I knew she was a con woman because I'm telling you, as a man, if you hit me in the face with a brick, I'm not going to be walking around complaining. I'm still going to be laying on the ground. This lady was walking around in the video. Look at it, dumb to me. Look what it is. And no other marks, shiny lump on her face, no blood coming out, no scars, no cuts, no abrasions, no nothing. But oh, you gotta empower our black queens and blah blah blah. I'm so sick of that bullshit. I'm sorry, it's early morning. We're all adults. Stop calling everybody kings and queens, you morons. You don't do nothing. We don't stick together. We don't uplift each other. We're like crabs in a barrel, but we're kings and queens. How stupid does that sound? We have our own neighborhoods, and our neighborhoods are wretched and destroyed and messed up. Shootings and murders and rapes and drugs, uplifting drug dealers, but we're kings and queens. Stores, and everybody crying, oh, all the stores are leaving Oakland, California. You know why they're leaving Oakland, California? Because they're tired of getting robbed. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a little ninja. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some young punk who comes from a single family household, whose mama don't know nothing about putting a foot to behind or coddling them, and they know, well, I can just go out and rob and steal for a couple of hours. I don't have to get a job. Why would I need to get a minimum wage job? And then we wonder why. We wonder why the 90% of the kids don't know how to read. Don't know how to read. Really bad. Oh, God forbid, sign your name. Don't know what's cursive. What's cursive? What the heck is that? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And you're not protecting me. You just let him hit me. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you right now. If I'm in public and I see some guy hit a woman, I'm not intervening because she's not under my protection. What are you talking about? Only person I'm protecting, her last name is Banks. And then I'm going to tell her then, hey, watch your mouth. Because you don't know who's packing what, and who these people will shoot you dead and have no remorse. Oh, I'll just get a gun too. It's not that simple, stupid. Because you have to be trained to use that gun. You have to be trained, and you have to keep training. And so it would be a natural reaction to protect yourself. Just having a gun doesn't make you a man. Just having a gun doesn't make you a protector. There's so many laws and so many things that you know what I'm saying. But again, back to the original part of that conversation. Turns out this woman, she got on GoFundMe $40,000, and they arrested her because she's a fraud. So all y'all, I don't need a man till somebody's about to whoop my ass. No, no, you didn't need me before. You don't need me now. And I'm not trying to be mean, but this is how we act nowadays. I don't need a man. Well, I need a woman. I need that part of me to survive. I ain't saying I got any sense because I don't. But come on, man. And and the stupid part about it is it was such an uproar. Black men don't protect black women. But you know what? Black women don't protect black men. Oh, well, you just saying that. Well, it's kind of true. Oh, oh, I'd rather want you because I don't need because I got a job and I don't need. Guess what? You could stop wanting. So I want pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni. But after a while, I ain't gonna want it either. Do you see what I'm saying? Our mindset are so off kilter. It's beyond me. But you don't see nobody in the uproar because brick to the face lady's going to, she bonded out, but it's going to that, and I think, they were wanting her to turn herself back in, and she didn't show up. But they made her, they kept her passport, so she can't leave the damn country. But you don't see nobody saying nothing about that. Oh, we need black men to protect us when it's convenient, but we don't know how to shut our mouths. And what do you mean by that? I know how to shut up too when somebody bigger than me. I know how to shut up too when I'm in a dangerous situation. I know how to shut up too when I'm in the hood and it ain't my hood. You see what I'm saying? It's just like that video. The girl gets in the car and the guy gets in there and he tore up from the floor. And she says like, shut up, don't say nothing to me. Oh, they made me mad. They made me mad. Really? And the guy, he said you didn't say nothing when that guy gave me the two piece. Really? Come on, man. But that's how we do nowadays. That's our situation. Oh, let me see here. My depth perception a little off. I had to focus on the road for a minute there. I'm like, oh boy, don't want to get close. Don't want to get too close. So how's them plans coming along, Mike? I'm I'm ready for lawn season, but my John Deere done went down. I have a feeling it's this one switch. It's either gonna be the switch or the starter, and I'm gonna probably try the switch. Go see if I can buy the switch today. But I'm gonna say I don't know if I want to be bothered with it this morning. Um, but it stopped after my last cut. But I think that switch went bad. I don't know. I'm gonna check into it. But you know, trying to figure trying to figure YouTube out, trying to get to the right algorithm, and trying to stay faithful and trying to be upright and not be aggravated is is an experience in itself. Trying to be positive and stay on track and look for the right ideas because again, not getting paid for this, doing this because I want to, doing this because I have fun. Um, it's hard. It's hard to stay, on track. It's hard to stay on, faithful when, yeah. And I know how you feel that day when you say, I did all this work on the video and nobody's watching it. I did all this work, period, and nobody's watching it. But I'm going to be the one in the end, I'm going to be the one in the end, benefiting from this because I want to have like make a little platform. I want to widen that platform, and I'm looking for places where I can get uh, some red clay or red dirt. But right now, I'm I'm not excited or I'm not pushing it right now. So like I said, I'm just gonna get that. I'm just gonna get a little bit of that topsoil a day and throw that out there and cover up some more of it and throw some more seed down. I got some creeping red fescue. I'm gonna throw that on top of that too. See if any of that takes. It might not because there's not that much topsoil right there. But you know what? I'm not a experienced, but I'm gonna see. We'll see. Something could, something gonna come of it. Frustrating part is everybody's waking up and I got to go through Atlanta. Jesus, you know that's the frustrating part. Everybody's waking up and I got to drive through Atlanta, but that's all right. I'll get it. Charging my Fitbit, I need to get back into checking my Fitbit because that one of the things about walking. It is more fun to have a Fitbit with you to calculate your steps, and then you like, well, wait a minute, I did that many. I need to do um a few more. Let me walk some more. It makes you want to get out there and walk. It makes you want to get out there and want to do. It makes you want to get out there and want to work. So again, I'm getting excited about going home for the night, but again, I got to get up at the crack of dawn. Um, Again, I'm gonna clean up my room, throw some stuff in the wash, let that dry. Do a couple of loads, continue to clean out the garage because that's what I've been doing. I've been actually cleaning out my garage because now that I got my toolbox, both levels. I put all my tools up, and it's been a wonderful difference, really, a big difference in the garage. But I need to start getting some sheetrock, and I need to enclose it in my little room. Put me a door there, and who knows? I might bring my make that. No, I don't have enough room for that. But I was thinking about making that little small room my YouTube studio, but it's not big enough. But I'm trying to come up with little ideas to have fun and not be mad. Um, I'll be mad. I'm gonna buy me some more banners. So when I am in my studio, I'm have Hurstana and I'm gonna get a Ryobi. But that's one of my favorites that I have. Hurstana, Ryobi, and John Deere, and put them on the wall because that's my little room too. And have that space, and I'm gonna try to clean up that room too. But I can only do but so much before it's time to go to bed, and especially if I'm gonna leave the I mean, technically, yeah, I gotta leave the liquor alone, but I'm going to leave the liquor alone. I need to do it as quick as possible. Then when I don't want to do nothing, just get ready to go back to bed because I'll probably be in bed by like 4 to get up early to head back south. But I'm kind of. It took a while to get used to this route. What really? Hold on, hold on. Let's see something here. Hold on. It it took a while to get used to this route. I'm technically still not used to it, but again, I'm trying to stay out of trouble because it seems like trouble. I won't. Trouble. You honking your horn at me for? Ugh, boy. Seems like trouble kind of follows me, but I don't know. I guess you have to be used to the ups and the downs. And I guess today I'm a little down, not really in the up position. You know what I mean? I and normally I would be in the more positive up, upward whatever. But I'm like you know what I mean. But you just want to have that. You know, I just want to have that one video, man, that takes off. But I ain't. You can't just have goofy videos. I don't know. And everybody be getting on Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast, he be putting his money where his mouth is, man. That guy goes to like, I was just watching a video yesterday. That guy went out in the middle of the freaking jungle somewhere in South America and built like 15 homes. And like, well, he just videotaping that, but he still built 15 homes for people that had dilapidated, living in dilapidated, horrific, whatever. He still paid for that. He still went to Africa and had wells drawn and schools built. And we always talk we up here kings and queens, but none of our black asses went to Africa and helped the people in the homeland. But we kings and queens. Kings and queens are what? You see what I'm saying? But everybody's got their own ideas. Everybody's got their own thing. You know. Also, what was talked. I think it was last week or the week after. YouTube etiquette. Sometimes you just gotta say, you know, um, how about thank you, thank you for coming, thank you for showing up, thank you for listening in, thank you for watching my video. Let's start there. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you for the people that choose to come back and watch. Thank you for the new people that watch that don't come back. But the frustrating thing is, if you have something, and Mike, if you see them, block them instantly. Come in and they talking about their page. Okay, you could talk about your page. You could talk about what y'all did, but ask me first. How about you ask? We trying to figure this out. We up at the crack of dawn. We we screwing up. How many times I done screwed up? You couldn't even have hear me the other day. And you hit one wrong button, and that's it. And a lot of people get frustrated, and they'll delete it or put it private. No, I'm not doing that. The only thing I'm deleting is anything say copyright something. I figured out in YouTube Studios how to delete all those copyrighted videos. I got rid of every last one of them. I clicked on them, got rid, delete, delete, delete. That's probably where my hours went. That's probably where my hours went because there was a copyright hit on it. So I shouldn't be that mad, right? That's probably where my hours. It was like 10 or 15 videos. I said, I ain't got time for this. I got rid of all of them. And they were old videos, but who knows? It could be that. It could be anything. It could be anything. But I just got to figure it out. Um, dust myself off. Wait. Pick myself up, dust myself off, and try again. So like right now, I'm finally waking up because guess what? Everybody else waking up. And when I get on the road, there's like one or two cars and maybe one other truck. Now everybody, and mama, getting up, rushing to work. Hey, where was y'all an hour ago? You know what I'm saying? Where was y'all an hour ago? Dang it, dang nabbit. Oh Jesus. But it gives this gives me a lot of times you don't say it, but you know it helps not to be as lonely. We weren't built to be human beings weren't built to be by ourselves as much as I'm by my daggone self. you know, gives me something to look forward to. So again, I say thank you, and and be etiquette. The etiquette about it is be mindful that especially if you're on someone else's channel, be mindful of that. There's plenty of times where I wanted to say, mother effer, who the f are you talking to? I'll reach through this digital background and choke you out. But I had to step back and say, wait a minute, I'm on somebody else's channel. I don't know these people. This could be how they talk. this could be how they are, and I that's one thing I had to get used to. And you have to get used to it because you know um it's a part of the game. Oh boy. Oh boy. Honestly, I can't wait to go see my ducks. See how that. I'm hoping she took the daggone garbage out. Because every time I come home, I'm removing leaves, I'm removing brush, and I'm hoping the guy in the garbage got taken out. It didn't get taken out last week, so we'll see. We shall see. But who knows? Oh boy. Yep, yep, yep. But another thing that I've noticed, you know, especially on social media, is about. Yeah, here's the question. I'm gonna put this question out there because it was brought up a while back, and every last woman said it. All men cheat, and I'm gonna throw that question out there. Do all men cheat? And I'm gonna ask that question, and I'm gonna say that with the rebuttal. So if all men cheat, how come 90% of the time on Maury Povich, when they're checking to see who the baby's father is, it's not the man that's up there that had the paternity test? 90% of the time, and then the mother goes running, and if all men cheat, and 50% of the 50% of the in fraternity court, because I don't know, I'm on that on TikTok. I don't know how I got there. 50% of fraternity court, you are not the father. There was one guy that went to jail for like a couple of years, and he wasn't the father because he couldn't pay the child support, and the mother knew he wasn't the father. Why are our laws so screwed up that these women cannot be prosecuted for that atrocity? That man went to prison. He went to prison, and a lot of times when these women want child support, half the time your child support, you're not even getting most of that money. A lot of times that's going to the state. So that shows you how stupid you are. And if any old money, any interest goes to the state, and then you turn the child against the father, and it's so freaking sad because you're bitter. Well, why did you ever get with that person? Now you're gonna make him pay. You knew he wasn't shit. You knew he was, a low income earner, but I guess he could sling it. But when it was time for him to, be faithful, but you knew he wasn't there. Make this make sense. And then the government takes so much from people's paychecks that you can't even survive. You half of us would, if we were by ourselves, we'd have to go home to mama because I can't afford you can't afford a freaking apartment, and God forbid a home. Them people live next to us. They pay dang near double of what we pay for our house. So I know they house poor. Kid fell out the window, broke the window in the back. It's covered with garbage bags. I know they house poor. Can't afford to get that fixed. You gotta watch this stuff, man. We gotta learn how to be better. All they have to do is ask. I'm Captain DIY. I bet you I can fix that window for probably with a few pieces of wood and some nails, make it look like it's functional. I done got good at it. The window's still sitting in pieces, but I'm not going over there. I'm not going over there. Put an edge on that daggone thing, nail boy, you wouldn't even know it was broke. But I need to focus on my house and my stuff. We go let's go there first. let's go there first. Cause I be picking new, like right now. I've been looking at my house. The trim on my house need to be repainted. It's driving me crazy looking at it. But boy, I don't know. And then I'll pick another. I'm like OCD. I be picking stuff, and blah, blah, Hey, what the heck? What the freaking heck? I need to slow down, or I need to talk to somebody and let them, give me some volume, something to calm me down. But I like tinkering. I like learning how to fix stuff. I wasn't always like that. But instead of me being bitter and saying, woe is me and why is the world always on my back, I try to be better. I try to do better. I do that stuff around my yard because I want my wife to be proud of me. That's really it. I like doing it, but I do it because I want her to be proud of me. I know that sounds so childish, but it's the truth. I just want to be appreciated. A lot of times, all a man needs is just let it be known that they are appreciated. Appreciation goes a long way, brothers and sisters. But a lot of times, like Tyrese, this poor guy, he just want to love. I don't know. I don't hear the wife saying anything bad about him, but you know, she wants some ungodly amount of money a month, and see, that's just being bitter, and that's taking advantage of the situation. Oh, and the baby's 1 year old. How does a baby need 10, 20, $30,000 a month? I don't get that because that ain't for the child. Some of these states are putting in these cards that you would have to. It's like an EBT card. They need to really start doing that. Cause you got these women that, they getting their child support and they gonna get their hair done, the nails and everything else. They ain't got nothing to do with the kid. And some of y'all don't need to be having kids. Y'all see that Walmart, the woman bought that kid at Walmart with just a diaper. She got coat on, all kind of stuff on, and you brought the kid in there with just a diaper. You gonna burn in hell for that. The kid didn't ask. That child didn't ask to be born, but the child's here. You see what I'm saying? That child's here. That child didn't ask to be born. And look, don't get me wrong. I wasn't the perfect father. I was kind of effed up, but I tried. I tried my best. And at the one point, I just had to let it go. This June, I'm actually rooming with my son. We're going on a cruise on the horizon, and we're just gonna do father son stuff. What do you mean father son stuff? Man, we're gonna go pig out together. You know what I mean? And have a couple of beers, have a couple of drinks, and do father son goofy stuff, and do stuff like that, and show him, this is what I do. This is my life now. And I have to come up with $900 more before March 5th, which I probably have like 400 that's gonna be cash, and the rest gonna go. The rest is going on a credit card, which really really sucks. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of using those credit cards, guys. But can't go back on this. My sister's already paid for hers, and I got my Norma's rooming with my sister. So I think she's just got 261 left on her room, and then I got nine on mine. So, and then after that, I got to pay for I'll probably do it in April. I'm gonna pay for the insurance for the room, and then May, I'm definitely gonna do the May. We're gonna do the what you call it, um, the gratuities, because a lot of people don't know when you get on a cruise, they charge you a specific amount of money a day for gratuities, and that's just saying thank you to your room stewards, thank you to the wait staff. It's a part of their salary, so you want to make sure that they get paid because they work long hours, and hopefully maybe I can convince him to go out there and get a job on the boat. Hey, don't you want to do this? Don't you want to try this out? you know, it's free room and board, and then you get paid. You're gonna be working, but I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But one of the main things is trying to be better and not bitter. That was the original conversation I wanted to talk about today. But a lot of times that I realized in my past, I held on to the bitter because that's all I knew. A lot of times we hold on to being bitter because we're used to it. We're used to the anger. We're used to the pain. We're used to the frustration. We're used to the crap. because that's all we know. We don't know, like like I said, I talk about these credit cards, but I wish I wish I would have knew about credit a long time ago, but I didn't. I had to learn. Hey, pay your bills. Hey, that a new thing. Pay your bills. Don't have everybody chasing you down. You might actually fix some stuff. People might actually okay you for stuff. Pay your bills. Stop complaining, or at least stop complaining out loud. Oh, that's a new one. Like I mean, I used to do that. I hate this job. I hate it. So everybody can hear it. Then you wonder why you ain't had no job later on. They be like, well, we need to get rid of him. You know what I mean? We need to get rid of him. And I've made many attempts, but I'm trying to eat better. Or instead of saying I'm just gonna stay fat. I don't care about anything, anybody. I ain't worried about it. Screw this. I'm gonna have this double cheeseburger. I notice when I eat better, my stomach. I'm not barfing up. I'm not acid reflux is almost null and void. It's just a little bit here and there. So being better is a whole lot better. I remember, and this is the God's honest truth. My first marriage, I can't remember. I can't even remember the last time we even touched each other. It was a sexless marriage for years, and then had the nerve to say, "I said I want a divorce." She said, "That's all right. I'll get half." Let me show you how stupid this woman was. Half of what? I had just got my car repoed. I just got my motorcycle repoed, and they were coming for the house next. That's all right. I'll get half. See, when y'all women think, when you think, or you listen to other women, and most of the time it's other sadistic, spiteful, sarcastic, mean, hateful women that they're full of anger, pain, strife, indecision because they have made so many wrong decisions in their past. They're going, girl, I'm gonna tell you this is what you need to do, and mess you up. Instead of you rolling up your sleeves and say, hey, look, let's get together and fix this. Let's get together and fix this. Let me learn how to uplift. Let me learn how to slowly and slowly nudge you in the right direction. Half the time when we're put into positive situations, when we've lived in nothing but negative, guys, I was in such a negative situation for so long. A positive situation scared the bejesus out of me. Being in a positive environment can only help you positively. Because guess what? When you're sitting in SHIT, eventually you're gonna smell like it. But when you're in a positive environment and you're constantly being cleaned off, when you're constantly being cleaned off, you can't help but change. I know I told this story before. Morning wellness program. I know I told this story before, but I'm a whole lot better, but I ain't that great at paying bills. I write it down. I write it down because I watched my girlfriend. No, actually, I think it was after when she became the wife. I was looking and said, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm writing down my bills. I write them down, the due dates, and then I pay them, and I put paid." And it was crazy to me, something that simple. But I said, you know what? I need to do that. And in the end result, I became better at paying my bills instead of being scared to when the phone rings. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being petrified when the phone rings. I mean, really, I used to be terrified the phone ring because I knew it was a bill collector. They even got bill collectors call you for something you owed 10 years ago. I've had somebody call me for something that was 10 years ago. I had one call me and I actually answered the phone. This is funny. It was about a satellite bill in Florida. Someone that ran up a satellite bill in Florida, and you know, and I don't know how they got my name and number, the whole 9 yards. And they were ready to collect. And he told me, he said, where? It was in, I think it was like somewhere in Jacksonville or something like that. And I started laughing. He says, what's so funny? I said, sir, I've never lived in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, this is your name? Yep, yep. I said, that ain't mine. Someone stole that. And he was, well, we're going to do this and we're going to repo this and we're going to take this. I said, look, man, I said, for the first time in my life, I'm actually talking to a bill collector that I don't owe money. I said, do your best, mother effer. See, normally I'd have been scared, but I don't. This ain't my bill. Somebody stole my information and ran this up. This ain't my bill, so you can kiss my blankety blank blank booty. You know what I mean? And I just kept on laughing because he's trying to throw all these freaking threats. Said, man, I've been threatened by the best. Bye, click. But and I'm not bragging about that, but what I'm saying is I became better over time being in a positive environment. Actually, not even a positive. How about let's say this, a regular environment. A lot of us, live in. I don't understand what is you got these middle class and upper middle class kids brag about being in the hood or want to be in the hood. Y'all know that way back in the day, the big deal about rappers way back in the day was they were from New York City. Well, when LL Cool J first started out, he wasn't in New York City. He was on the island. Yeah, and part of the island is the city, but I think he was out in Babylon. He was somewhere. He was living out in Babylon, and that took away his street cred. See, everybody with the street cred and the street cred and all this other stupid stuff. And I was talking about that earlier. You gotta have street cred. No, you gotta have common freaking sense. But what I was saying with that is a lot of hood people in the hood, They're in a negative environment trying to survive. Their windows got bars on them. You know, Big Rooster was talking about, California's the greatest place to live. I don't know about that, and I'm not disputing that. But when you can't wear certain colors like red or blue, and you can't wear, I'm not into sports, but you can't wear certain baseball caps of certain teams of football because they signify gangs. You know that you can't even sit on your porch because someone might come by with a drive by to get someone else. I wouldn't say that's the greatest place to be freaking living. And we do it to ourselves. Well, this is our hood. Or do you actually own the land? Or does some white businessman from Istanbul own it? We don't take care of our own. We don't represent our own. We don't even represent ourselves. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't even represent our freaking selves. And when people like right now, you see down in the in Prohibition and whatever Jim Crow days, most blacks moved to the north because it was in the north the prejudice wasn't just as it was still there, but they didn't just broadcast like it was in the south. And now they've come from the north, moved back to the south, and they're like, wait a minute, I got own 4 or 5 acres of land for how much a month, and pay it off, and they literally lose their daggone mind because in New York and in Chicago, in Ohio, and you're living in these little boxes. You gotta walk fast, and you gotta do that, and and you're paying ungodly amounts of money for a 1 bedroom, $2,000, $3,000. The 2 bedroom, you're paying like 5 grand. It's freaking crazy. And then they come down here. So you move from such a negative situation to a positive situation, and you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to handle it. See, I'm not even gonna bring up if my marriage don't work. But I want if something happens, I don't want nothing from her because all I want is her love. I've been broke before. I could care less. But when marriages break up, we want to punish each other to the umpteenth degree. Instead of wanting to punish each other and be bitter, why don't you try to fix yourself and try to fix it before it's too late? I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm trying. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm trying. We get too many people that act like they perfect, and I'm the this and I'm the that, and I do this and man, please cut it out. Cut it the freak out. Nobody's perfect except for him who hung on the cross. I still believe that. I'm not talking about the white one. I'm talking about the one that. that Scripture talks about. Because even in Scripture, still talk about he don't talk about that one. And but we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna talk religion or politics today. By the way, I'm gonna order. There's a book. It's not even called the Holy Bible. It's called the Holy Scriptures. It's it's supposed to be the oldest. It's older than the King James version out of Ethiopia. I'm gonna order that book because I need to read it. I need to study it. See what's missing because they took books out at the at the I forgot what they call that. It was a gathering and crazy stuff, but it is what it is. But I try to be more positive instead of being negative, and it just takes time. It just takes time. It takes time to wipe out all that bitter flavor out of your mouth, that bitter taste in your mouth. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When somebody's hurt you, when somebody's abused you, when someone's made fun of you, when someone you trusted stabbed you in the back. It takes time. Eventually they'll come. Eventually they'll show up. Eventually it'll be um, eventually that bitter taste will it will go away. Let's say it. I'm gonna say it that way. Eventually, that bitter taste will go away. But it's so funny. We're like, I want it now. I want it to be gone now. Well, I look. I ain't got an answer for you. If y'all got one, let a brother know. I'm still getting over stuff people done did to me in high school. When I started this road to recovery, road to redemption, road to removal, I went way back. You got to go way back. I went way back. You know. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short because at this point I'm just mumbling and I'm getting close to the shipper. Just want to thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for being part of the live. We're gonna work on a better live tomorrow. A better conversation tomorrow. I got a book of ideas. I've been writing them down. We'll have a better conversation tomorrow morning. But just as always, just want to say thank you. And Wellness Frugal Mama, I know I'm a little, she's going to be up in 30 minutes. But like I said, at this point, I'm going to be umming for the next 30 minutes. And that's going to sound stupid. But I showed in my video of the mulch. And, I was trying to, say something there that even though the mountain seems whether it insurmountable or whatever, it seems too big that I can't do it. If you keep pushing forward, you'll get it done. And that comes with anything. Don't be negative, be positive, and keep pushing forward. You'll make things happen. You make things happen in your life. You make things happen on YouTube. You make things happen in your personal growth. You guys have a blessed day. See y'all tomorrow. And as always, you don't think nobody loves you. Know that God loves you and I love you too. Later.